I ain't gonna lie, like the Attack on Titan manga hasn't been grabbing my interest up until I read these chapters. Like I was honestly starting to feel like, it's alright, but then between the reverse character development of Armin and a lot of different things, I was kind of starting to lose a little bit of interest, and I'm so glad everyone kept on saying, no, please, Fornever, read chapter 80 and 81. You will be surprised. You will like it, please. And thank you for that, because I ain't gonna lie, I was astonished. I felt like how I felt when I was getting into Attack on Titan and I was marathoning the manga and the anime was hype and shit like that, reading these two chapters. They just really delivered a lot of that feeling that Attack on Titan initially gave you when you read it. So let's start off with the Ape Titan dude. Like, it definitely seems as though he possibly has some daddy issues. Like when he was saying, you know, I'm different from my dad, it's all about fun for me, and him throwing shit, like maybe in his past, because again, we can assume, you know, there's so many different possibilities that the Attack on Titan world is actually like 1,000 or 2,000 years after maybe modern society that we're in right now. It's a possibility that there was stuff like, you know, baseball and shit like that, and he wanted to be a part of it. Maybe his dad didn't agree and he always wanted to have fun, because he keeps on like pitching and shit like that and talking as if like he's in modern day society, like talking about baseball and crazy shit. So I wouldn't be surprised maybe his father didn't approve of it. Maybe his father was a scientist and he was like, no, stop having fun and shit like that, and that's why that's kind of a part of his character. And he like said, you know, fuck my father, I want to have fun, and ultimately whatever happened to lead him 2,000 years into the future, or 1,000, whatever it is, maybe that would explain why he's like talking about baseball and all this crazy shit when we're in this world that never even heard of things like that. And I'm curious what he meant by race taking all the memories away is why they keep on making the same mistakes. What if there's a possibility that the reason why the Titans are there is to stop an even bigger threat? What if it wasn't for the Titans being around, another huge threat would come and wipe out the entire world, period? Because unless this dude is evil, it needs to have a legitimate reason why him and a lot of the people following him would want the Titans to be there. And if he's saying that they're making mistakes, maybe it's that making the mistake would be getting rid of the Titans because there's something even greater than them. And I ain't gonna lie, just like the slaughter fest between chapter 80 and 81, but mainly 81, just them going on a Suicide Squad mission. I was like, yo, just left and right, the Ape Titan knocking motherfuckers out, and Erwin's character is like, I want to know exactly what the fuck he knew. I guess we could say knew at this point, because he's seemingly dead unless, you know, he gets revived by the Titan DNA or whatever, but like he wanted to get to the basement to get these answers so bad, and it leads into his backstory that is still kind of vague. So I really wanted to know what the fuck was up with Erwin. Why did he want to get there so bad? And it was crazy to actually see him do this suicide, you know, fucking mission based on the way his character's been, because he's been selfish. But I think a lot of it was him betting on that Levi has that, you know, DNA stuff from the Titans to revive him at some given point. I think that Erwin was actually betting on that and not being completely selfless and saying, you know what, we're gonna just do this for the future, because Erwin's never been that way, unless it was major character development. In that case, you know, bravo to the character, but like I think he's really betting on Levi bringing him back. And speaking of Levi, bro, oh my gosh, I ain't gonna lie, my fandom went through the fucking roof when he was there just slaughtering the Ape Titan, cutting him, cutting his arm, cutting his legs, fucking just putting the blade through the motherfucker's mouth. Levi for character of the fucking year of Attack on Titan. I don't think there's gonna be anything more epic than what he did to the Ape Titan in that chapter 81. He just fucking, like, that was amazing. Honestly, it's like, it really also added to this hopeless situation that we initially loved from Attack on Titan, because for a while it's been like, yeah, the Titans ain't much of a threat, we'll fuck them up, they ain't about shit and stuff like that. But seeing just like Levi literally being one of the last people that can do anything, and then going in and fucking up the Ape Titan, I was like, bravo, that's what I want to see. That was great. It added to the drama, it just added to everything that you want from Attack on Titan. And somebody's gonna get that DNA used on them, whether it's Erwin, whether it's Levi, somebody is gonna become a Titan. The reason why he can't use it right now, though, of course, is because the Ape Titan guy basically got away, which I want to know who the fuck is that one creepy hunch Titan that had the barrels on his back that saved the Ape Titan. Like, who the fuck is that? Is it some dude that we don't even know, or what's going on there? And I'm curious, when Reiner says, what the fuck does it take to put that guy down, how the fuck that guy came back to life, was he referring to the Ape Titan or the dude that survived? Because there was one dude that survived that everybody is like, how the fuck did I survive? What's going on? And he looks like he's completely in one piece, and like, what, was he knocked out for a second and then he survived? Like, maybe he's also a part of like being a shifter and he doesn't even know it yet. I'm thinking there's a possibility that that guy is going to have a major role soon enough, whether it be that he's going to have a big triumphant win against the Titan, or maybe he's going to have something more to do with the overall plot. Or the Armor Titan could have been talking about the Ape Titan, how he survived Levi cutting the fuck out of him. And then finding out a little bit more as well. Like, these chapters again just provided so much. You had amazing action, you had a lot of interesting information that we got from it, finding out about the Colossal basically wearing himself down, how he looks thinner, and oh, thank you for the character development being put back in place for for Armin when he realized that, and he was like, okay, me and Eren gonna take out the Colossal. We see that he's weak and we can do it now. Thank you for Armin's character being put back intact, because for a couple chapters I was just so disappointed. I was like, what is this? What happened to this confident, strategic motherfucker that was set up? It's like, yes, he's back. Thank you. And then the setup of Armin and Eren versus the Colossal. You know, Eren's gonna probably get up within the next chapter or so, and I'm really hyped for that. With all that being said, honestly, these two chapters, especially 81, great chapters. Maybe 80 would be about a 8.5 round there, but 81 was 9.5 to even a 10. It was absolutely amazing seeing Levi going in, just finding out more information, seeing that Colossal Titan has another weakness, and it felt like the Attack on Titan that I initially fell in love with, and I'm happy. It was fucking great chapters. Let me know what you guys think. First of all, the Ape Titan surviving. Were you pissed about that? What do you think about Levi slashing the fuck out of him? What do you think? Is Erwin gonna be revived based on, you know, what Levi was saying about using the Titan DNA that he has? And if so, is he just gonna revive him and leave him as a wild Titan for now until he could get his hands on the Ape Titan and have him eat him so he could turn back to normal? Just what do you think about the past two chapters of Attack on Titan? Overall thoughts on them? Were you hype as fuck? Did it feel like that Attack on Titan that you initially fell in love with? But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed anything about this video, make sure to drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.